Years ago, Lady Marie Dawson-Malcolm suffered a devastating spinal injury that left her paralysed from the chest down.
Despite the mental and physical trauma, she fought to overcome her situation and has since devoted her life to helping others with similar injuries.
It's a cause that's being supported by Martin Hibbert, the Manchester Arena bomb victim, whose story we've been following here on Breakfast. Graham Satchell reports.
Lady Marie has been in a wheelchair for the last 30 years. She remembers with unerring clarity the moment her life changed forever.
It was on the 12th of January 1992, about 11:30 a.m. in the morning. I'll never forget it. I was having a disagreement with my ex-husband and we had a struggle around the living room. I went over the arm of the sofa and I fell on the floor and broke my neck.
At the time of her injury, Lady Marie was a physical instructor in the army. She'd just won Soldier of the Year.
Thank you.
Is it hot?
No, it's okay.
The domestic violence attack left Lady Marie paralysed from the chest down. She is doubly incontinent, relies heavily on carers. It's a profound injury.
Thank you.
That took years to come to terms with.
In the beginning stage, denying that this has happened, that I'm going to be able to walk again, there's no way I'm going to accept this, and then getting very angry at the fact that nothing was happening. I'm not able to manage my own condition. All my independence had gone. I have to rely on people to do things that were once private. I started to bargain with God. I said, well, if you heal me, then I will do this and I will do that. And of course, it got to the point where I had to accept, well, this has happened, so what do I do with my life?
Lady Marie went to college and university. She got a law degree. She then decided to dedicate her life to helping other people with spinal cord injuries.
Hi, nice to see you again. You okay?
Thank you very much, Mandela.
Have you spoken to our spinal nurse?
Yes, I spoke to
Lady Marie works for the charity the Spinal Injuries Association. She guides people to vital support.
It's physical, emotional, psychological, financial, the whole gamut. I mean, it's a total toolkit, and I can only say, thank God for Lady Marie coming into my life. The light has come in, and it was badly needed indeed. Take care. I look forward to catching up very soon.
Sustaining a spinal cord injury doesn't mean that your life is over, because you can still be a contributor to society. All we need is just a little help.
Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest peak in Africa. In the summer, it will be the setting for an extraordinary challenge. Martin Hibbert will attempt to reach the summit in a modified wheelchair. He's hoping to raise money for the Spinal Injuries Association. Martin was left paralysed after the Manchester Arena terror attack.
I think it's a brilliant idea of what Martin is actually trying to achieve, because it's so important for spinal cord injury to be highlighted, because it can happen to anyone at any time. I think there's not that much help out there. Occupational therapy, district nursing services, there's a severe shortage, and therefore people struggle. So if we can raise the funds through what Martin is doing to provide this service, it can only go to help people with spinal cord injury.
20 years after her injury, Lady Marie started driving again in a specially modified car. She advises rail companies and airports on accessibility. She's been a consultant on the show EastEnders. She is living proof that with help, a spinal cord injury can be overcome.
I've been skiing again, which was fantastic because it just showed me the possibilities. So I went to Sweden, I skied at night, saw the Northern Lights. I took the challenge of going over the O2 to do some fundraising. I've been rock climbing indoors and outdoors. I've been abseiling, off-road biking. I've done archery. It just goes to show that, in spite of everything, we can give something back. We can still live a fulfilled life.
what an inspiration. Well, Lady Marie joins us live from South London, and delighted to say Martin Hibbert is with us in the studio on the sofa as well. Thank you very much to be with us, Martin. Lady Marie, let's come to you first of all. It's wonderful to hear your story and how you positively look at what you can do. I just wonder, when you look back now, what was the hardest part for you of overcoming that injury? Was it physical, mental, or a mixture of both?
I would say it was a mixture of both. Looking at what, at the time, not knowing what was possible was difficult to deal with. And of course, at the time, my daughter was 6 months old when I sustained my spinal cord injury. And one of the things I always wanted to do was to be able to comb her hair. And I was not able to do it because I couldn't move my hands anymore. That was quite difficult for me. And also having other people take care of her, which was something I was always looking forward to doing.
And Lady Marie, you are living proof, aren't you, that with determination you can achieve things that maybe you had not previously thought possible. How important is it for you to give this positive message to people?
This is very important because life continues despite the spinal cord injury. The challenges that we face in life, I just see it as a stepping stone into actually bringing out who you're meant to really be in the first place. I think the things I've done and I've achieved over these past 30 years now, if perhaps I'd been on my feet, I wouldn't have been able to do them. I'd never even considered doing them. But it just goes to show that life can take you into different directions when you experience certain difficulties.
Yeah, I know, Martin, you would very much echo what you're hearing there from Lady Marie. And
definitely.
I think whenever we've spoken to you, having overcome the injuries you picked up at the Manchester Arena bomb, you've always been very thankful for the care that you've received, but you've always had that sort of mind on others who don't have that sort of care after spinal injuries.
Yeah, definitely. And like I say, I echo Lady Marie's words that you suddenly get dropped into a world that there isn't a lot of support for you. I've said it many a time that it's not my spinal cord injury that makes me feel disabled. It's actually people and the environments, because it's just not set up for disabled people. And I've been in tears, in the centre of London, or because I can't get into shops, or there isn't a ramp into a restaurant, or hotels can't have accessible rooms. That's what actually makes me feel disabled. And it just invigorates you to want to change and be the voice for people that maybe have put up with it for a long time and just see it as life. And I'm not the person that will. I don't accept that, and I want to, challenge it and hopefully change people's perception of disability, that, we do want to do things. We want to live a fulfilled life. We want to eat in nice restaurants. We want to travel. We want to travel the world. And sometimes it is almost impossible to do it. But I think with people like me and Lady Marie, we're hoping to change people's perceptions so that we make, hopefully, the world a better place for disabled people.
And Martin, I have to ask you, how are you? Because you've had a rough few months, haven't you?
Yeah, well, a couple of weeks after I was last on, I unfortunately suffered another sepsis infection. So I got rushed into hospital just round the corner again, Salford Royal, and spent a week in hospital. So again, it's my Achilles heel. It's something that my body just doesn't seem to be able to recover from. So that's the 6th time I've had sepsis in 5 years. And as my friends and family know, it just knocks me for 6. And it couldn't come at a worse time, because obviously we were just about to start training again and start altitude training, which all my team members have started. But I'm feeling better every day.
And for those that don't know, you're climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, trying to raise £1 million for spinal injuries research and help with all of that. And I want to, coming back to you, Lady Marie, how you feel, having been through what you've been through, to think about the challenge that Martin is taking on to try and raise all this money by climbing Mount Kilimanjaro.
I think it's brilliant. I wish I could join him because we know we need so much more funding to support people with spinal cord injury. I don't know what the viewing figures are for your breakfast show, but if everyone who was watching this morning could donate even £1, if it's over 1 million people watching, £1 from each person, we would raise £1 million today.
And Martin, you have had, you've been through trauma, haven't you? Your family has been through a big trauma. How, for people watching this who look at you and think, you're going to do this incredible thing. You've been ill again and again and again. How do you keep going?
I go back to, it's the question that I'm asked all the time. You know, I've talked about, you know, life with a spinal cord injury. Every day feels like I'm climbing a mountain, you know. But I go back to that night on 22nd of May 2017 when I didn't think I was going to survive. I know I've said it many a time, but, you know, to wake up in intensive care 2-3 weeks later and to be alive, you know, it's like I've been given a second chance. And, you know, for all those, you know, people that unfortunately died, you know what I mean? To not live a life every day, I'd just be letting so many people down. And it's like I've been given this chance, and I'm here. I've survived for a reason, and maybe it's this to change the life of people with spinal cord injuries. And it's just something I'm very passionate about. And to raise £1 million for the Spinal Injuries Association, so that people like Lady Marie, we've got more Lady Maries around the country, because at the minute we've only got 11 people like Lady Marie covering the whole of the UK and the spinal cord injury community. It's not enough. So this £1 million, we need to get it. So please help us so that we can get more Lady Maries helping more people with spinal cord injuries.
I get the feeling with that sort of drive and passion, you'll do whatever it takes.
I hope
So.
Yeah.
But we need, like I say, obviously BBC have been amazing, but we need the public support. And we're doing something, I don't know if I've got time, but we're doing something called the My 19 Challenge, which everybody can get involved with all around the country, because we're conscious that you know, everybody in the country is probably climbing their own mountain in, you know, if it's losing weight, giving up smoking or whatever. So we wanted to embrace that and get everybody involved. So everybody can get involved by joining the My 19 Challenge. Do something for 19 minutes. It can be anything. Join the crusade, raise a bit of money, awareness, and hopefully, you know, we can raise that £1 million.
Top man, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again.
Martin and Lady Marie, lovely to speak to you on the programme as well. Thank you very much for sharing your story with us too. And we'll continue to follow
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you. Take
climb
care.
up Mount Kilimanjaro. Nice to see you back.